The customer is always right is a phrase pioneered by Harry Jordan Selfridge and John Wanamaker at Marshall Field. These men were successful retailers and learned early in their careers that the success of their stores depend on the happiness of their customers. Selfridge, who founded the department store Selfridge in the UK. Wanamaker, who opened the first department store in Philadelphia, and Marshall Field, owner of the store Marshall Field and Company in Chicago, owe much of their careers to respecting customers. It's unclear who was actually the first person to coin the phrase, but it's definitely an idea they all followed and used to run their business. They didn't actually intend the phrase to mean that the customer was in the right in every situation. Instead, it was a signal that customers were special. Staff were instructed to treat customers as if they were always right, even if it was obvious they were not. The change in mindset was a radical shift to how customers were used to being treated, and people flocked to this department store. Today, some people believe that consumers are now hyper-connected in ways that never existed before. Digital innovation has given consumers unprecedented level of flexibility and has redefined expectation of what retailers can provide. Consumers now hold power. They can delete, unsubscribe, ignore, scroll past, and uninstall in the blink of an eye. Consumers are now more entitled than ever. They want instant gratification, recognition, speed, control, and results. They become angry when the Uber driver they are tracking lags behind the automated satellite estimate of the car's positions. They fume when a free movie takes more than 3 seconds to load on their phone. They roll their eyes when they have to print out a return receipt. The customer is always right sets a standard that strives for excellence for customer service. Customer service experience are among the leading causes of customer loyalty and lose any significant customer. So business should strive to create a constant additional type service environment. You need to communicate effectively so that the company and the client can find the best possible solution for any problem they may face. The best way to handle business relationship is to encourage the customer to be right in the middle of the dispute. By insisting you are right, the risk of distraction is not worth it. Often, remaining focused on the big picture is safer and letting things pass. It's also important not to forget the clients who helped make the business the way it is today. On the other hand, the concept of customer is always right faced opposition by some of the business experts, which they consider strong and misleading. Clearly, the customer is not always right. Customers make unreasonable requests and have unreasonable expectation. Customers sometimes even play fast and lose with the truth. customers may not understand your company and what you can and cannot do for them, as well as whether you communicate with a customer service representative personally or over the phone. The term "the customer is always right" has lost its meaning. It was once a guiding principle for dealing with customer inquiries and complaints. Although this does not mean that the customer was right and the company was wrong. It kept the civil interaction between company representatives and consumer of goods and service by forcing representatives to see the problem from the customer's perspectives. We cannot afford to reject the idea out of hand, given all the debates. Studies increasingly point to the fact that customer experience becomes the most significant influence on purchasing decisions. Business are remembered for how they make customers feel, and everybody has a global platform to be heard with the social media invading every corner of our life. It doesn't matter anymore whether the client is right or wrong. They have the power to go viral as a business, even if you do not do the wrong thing every step of the way. Something as little as a dainty little ditty could be your undoing. The argument between both sides still unsolved. Both sides came up with pieces of evidence and experience that prove their point of view. Some people believe the theories is complicated and need more time to be proven, or it is just an old style of business. Actually, we cannot afford to reject the idea out of hand, given of the way something as little as a dainty little ditty could be your undoing. Our perspectives says that it's always crucial to consider a customer's need first. Whether right or wrong, customers sustain business and keep them growing. Without customers, there would be no business. Therefore, we strongly agree with the phrase, "The customer is always right."